There we go. You're live. So, hi, I'm Martin. I'll do a little bit of fundraising, a little bit of running. So, I just thought it'd be best to do the first video as a live because I haven't had time to put all the pieces together of the first week of training. But I am just starting a 29-week training camp for running my first ever ultra marathon, which is a 66-mile ultra marathon around the circumference of the Isle of Wight to raise money for Daisy Chain's Isle of Wight Children's Charity. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how the first week went and then go to plan, which is good. I'm glad it happened this early on, not going to plan, and just the reasons why and all that kind of stuff, and just invite you along to join the journey, really. So the future videos will be a little bit more polished, but yeah, I think for the interest of getting the videos out, I think this was the better option. So what we're going to cover in this video, I've made some notes. So okay, stay on track. So in this video, I'm going to cover what week one was like. This is my first ultra, so I've done marathons before in the past. This is my first ultra, so I'm going to cover what the first week of training was like, how running actually helps me with my mental health as well personally, and it's kind of like it's my meditation, so it's good for my focus. Dealing with any setbacks, so you'll hear what happened in this first week here, and the reason behind the charity run, and how you guys can help if you're at all interested in that. So first things first, week one, it went as expected. Apart from I managed to get a cold. The whole house come down with a cold, so a bit chesty and everything on week one. But the week one started with Tuesday. First run was a 4-mile easy pace run, and then that was followed by some strength and conditioning, which was push-ups, resistance bands, and a little bit of stretching and all that kind of stuff. Wednesday was yoga, stretch it all out. Thursday was 4 miles, again at an easy pace, no strength and conditioning after that. Friday was a rest day, and Saturday was a rest day, and Sunday was a 6-mile steady pace. So nothing set pace wise or anything like that. So as the weeks go on, I'll bit like, so I'll get a bit more structure, and I'll give you a little insight to what the actual training plan looks like. But this is all very, very new to me. So 66 miles. Bit of a trek, isn't it? So to give you a bit of context, so I actually walked 55 miles of this 66-mile ultra. I walked it in May, just gone, and that took me 17 and a half hours. Didn't do any training for that at all. It was something that started with a conversation over a whiskey, which as they always do. But yeah, 17 and a half hours got me 55 miles round, and the way my mind works, I couldn't get over the fact that I had 11 miles left to complete it, but it absolutely ruined me. So what happens to everybody, you know, I've done marathons before, so anyone's done sort of a marathon will know when you train for a course, obviously I said them for this one, but when you train for a course and you don't do it how you want it, it niggles at the back of your mind that you want to complete that course. The fact that I didn't train for this and I managed to get that far around just made me want it even more. So a few weeks, whatever, after my feet recovered, I couldn't get over the fact that I was only 11 miles from completing without training. So, and we managed that day as well, on the actual day, to raise £600 for Daisy Chain's Isle of Wight Children's Charity, which is a charity we're raising money for on this one. Already so far, so what we've done is this training camp is obviously a lot more structured, and an ultra is a whole new level. It's a different game altogether. And I know that now, obviously, just from the research that I've done and from the training plan that we've mapped out. So I've gone to a number of businesses on the Isle of Wight to get sponsorships, to get the fundraising off the ground. And so far, we've managed to raise just over £1,000 already on week one. So that's good. We've got 28 weeks to go. But yeah, look, running for me is a big it helps my mental health. So when I don't run, it really makes me, I get out of shape. I feel all ill and all that kind of stuff. So it's really good for me, really important to have running. But the thing is, I'm not the sort of person, I can't run for the sake of running. I have to have a focus, which is why I've done the marathons and the races that I've done in the past. So I know what you're thinking, why don't you just go and do another marathon? But I've achieved all I wanted to achieve with marathons. So I did want to do something new and something the next level up. 66 miles is a bit of an extreme first ultra, should we say? But yeah, it's something that I didn't know I wanted to do until I tried walking it, you know. And like I say, that conversation started when a friend came around for dinner, said he was doing it, and I said we had a few whiskeys, and I then turned around and said, "Oh yeah, I'll do it with her." Then he remembered. So in a couple of weeks' time, I'm turning 40. A big 40, so I don't know whether that's got something to do with it. Maybe I wanted, I'm not having like a midlife crisis or anything like that, but I wanted something to, just have a bit of an extra push. But yeah, this video is going to ramble. This video is going to ramble on. My dog's barking. Not the most well structured. Come here. Not the most well structured video, but they will get better as time goes on. Believe that. But really, I think this video is just to sort of let you know what the plan is moving forward, and just to ask you if you can, support in any way you can, whether it's donating to the link that's in the description, or whether it's sharing the post that you see, whether it's sharing the videos that you see, subscribing to this channel. So I'll be doing weekly updates at every Monday. A new video will go out. They won't be live. I might do the odd live here and there once I sort of get a little bit better at it. But I do put stories out when I'm running on my socials. So again, the links or the handles for my socials are in the description here, but mainly on Instagram and TikTok. So the handles for that on Instagram is at Martyn Thorp, and it's Martyn with a Y, Thorp without an E, which you'll see on the channel. And the TikTok one is Real Martyn Thorp, REAL Martyn Thorp. They'll be putting regular updates out there, what we've raised, who's supporting, giving the sponsors a shout out. The sponsors, by the way, that we've got so far, I'll give them a little shout out now so we know who we've got. So first and foremost, we actually had a new sponsor come in today. So we've got 8 sponsors now so far. So we have T Hut Indoor Golf, which is a golf simulator over in Sandown. Explore Events, which are is a company that does overlays, so they do like the structures and everything for like the Paris Olympics and things like that. Red Bull events, really, really cool company there. Renault Drain, which is a drainage company here on the island. Emma Coker, who is an alignment coach. Lockfit, 24-hour locksmiths here on the Isle of Wight. The White Hotel in Sandown, and SDS Scaffolding. Those guys are all sponsored as well. And we've got a new sponsor on this morning, which is Hillbands Pest Control, who's a big fan here on the island as well. So we're getting lots of really good support, and this is going out across, all the channels. They're doing their part to share and everything as well. So we're going to give them a shout out regularly, and get them printed on some jerseys. We're going to get printed this week. So that's good to have the support that we've already got. Really, really happy about that. I've got to be honest, I am bricking it with the training. It's a massive undertaking. I mean, to give you a bit of an idea, around Christmas time, I will already be hitting runs between 16 to 24 miles on the weekends. As New Year hits in, I think I've got a 27-mile run in January. So yeah, these will be the longest distances I've ever run in my life. And this is a whole new game as well. This as I said before, it's a whole new game, the ultra marathon running, because training for a marathon, you're training for a particular pace. You're going, at a particular rate, and you can get carried away with the event. And usually 9 times out of 10, unless you're doing a trail marathon, you are on hard road. And running on the hard road comparatively is quite easy. Like I said, I've walked this course, so I know this is a very hilly off-road course, and some of the hills scare me. So I am going to have to go all the way across the other side of the island to train on those hills to make sure that my body is ready for it. And with ultra running, especially ultra trail running, it's about running economy as well. So it's about getting your body ready for running economy. So I've got to be as light as possible to make sure I'm not carrying too much weight, but I can't be too much. I can't be underweight because then my body won't have anything to feed on. I need to make sure that I'm getting the nutrients in at the right times, um, whilst running, to make sure my body gets used to taking in those nutrients while I'm running. So get lots of like high carbs in there, and stay hydrated, gets lots of sodium in there and all that kind of stuff. So there's all this stuff to think about. It's quite a lot. I'm looking forward to it. It's definitely going to be a challenge, and it's keeping my mind ticking already. But yeah, any support you guys can give, sorry for the rambling video, but any support you guys can give would be awesome. And yeah, give you a few updates. So yeah, training this week, it went okay. Like I said, I did have a cold, didn't help massively, but it didn't hinder massively either. Just getting over it. I've got a little bit of a cough still, but that's absolutely fine. I want a rest day today. So Monday is always a full rest day because the weekends are going to be building up miles. Tomorrow I've got a 4 mile easy pace run. And when I say easy pace, it means conversational, so slightly above walking, and not that it's easy, but it's quite difficult to sort of stay at that pace because everything in you just wants to run quickly, but it just keeps you ready for sort of plugging along. And then some strength and conditioning after that. Yoga on Wednesday as standard, just to stretch that out. Thursday I got another 4 mile run. Friday I got a rest. Saturday another 6 mile run, and Sunday will be a 2 mile recovery run. So that's just to sort of keep the legs moving. But that's what the week looks like. I say I'm so stoked with all the money we've raised already as well. And we'll get some footage for you guys as well to put out on the post. But yeah, wish me luck. And if you want to subscribe and hit the notification bell and support the channel, that'd be awesome. Would really appreciate it. Yeah, that's all from me. Cheers.